3 ways to make a living as a sports videographer. Let's get straight into it with path number 1, and that's working a salary type job or working for a school or eventually a pro level, the NFL. This is probably the safest and most conventional route that a lot of sports videographers take, where they come out of high school and they work for a big college like the Georgias, the Tennessees, and stuff like that with really good media teams. They work for the college, they graduate, and they either move up to the NFL or whatever professional sport that you shoot. They move up to the professional level, or they stay at the college that they're at and actually get a salary type job. And with this job, like I said, it's the most comfortable and safe route because you're on salary, you're getting paid. You know that you're getting paid every month or something like that. You know that you're getting paid and you don't have to eat what you kill and get paid per shoot and stuff like that. And when it comes to going the college route, of course, you build a lot of connections working for future pro athletes and being on a media team and being able to see how professional media teams work. So me personally, if I would have to start my sports videography journey again, I probably would have went the college route just to get a feel and figure out what I really want to do. Path number 2 would be getting paid off of YouTube. Now with YouTube, there's a bunch of different caveats and different ways that you can make money off of YouTube, but it's a lot of risk with it as well. It's not a salary type job where you're getting paid X amount of dollars, but in a sense, it's not a complete risk like the last option that I would get into. Or at least with YouTube, once you get monetized, you're getting paid at least once a month. But with YouTube, when it comes to the sports media world, there's a couple different routes you could take. You could actually post your content that you're out filming, like the Beyond Realities of the world, where they're posting high school football sports documentaries, and they got the series going on with Wes, following him through his college career. And another one like Jake Fisher, he does a lot of high school football documentaries that do really good on YouTube. So that's just a couple ideas that you can do off of YouTube to make a full-time living. And then also like the Peter Sorrellises of the world and stuff like that, they make sports videography content, but more so like how to get into it and tips and tricks and stuff like that. There's a lot of different ways on YouTube that you can make a living doing sports videography, but there's a grind that comes into it because first you have to grind to get monetized, even though the requirements have dropped. You have to grind to get monetized, and then you have to consistently get views so you get the money every month to be able to pay the bills. Depending on what sport you're shooting, just figuring out how to consistently post content when your sport is out of season. Let's take football, for example. With football, when football season ends, it's really just figuring out how to consistently post content when football season is over so you can consistently get views and get paid. So when football season is over, either you're posting old stuff or you're transitioning to 7-on-7, just really finding out how to bridge those gaps when your sport is not in season. It's going to be a main challenge on YouTube to be able to maintain views and continue to make a living off of it. Now, me personally, I've had some experience with making money off of YouTube. I've had a YouTube channel that's got monetized before, and I think off of like 3 videos, they probably had about 100K views total, and I got paid $1,200 from that month. So it's definitely possible, because just imagine like the Beyond Realities, they're posting videos that are getting hundreds of thousands of views and posting multiple times a month. So imagine the type of money they're making. There's definitely a full-time living in YouTube. It's just a grind. The last path is probably the most riskiest path, but it has the most freedom that comes along with it as well. And that's freelance and entrepreneurship. And this is literally the embodiment of eat what you kill, where you're getting paid on a per shoot basis. Whereas with a salary job, you're getting an X amount of dollars for the job that you do. And even with YouTube, you're getting paid once a month once you get monetized. With freelance, you get paid when you shoot. There could be months where you're booked and busy and money's rolling in, and then the next month you're getting booked little to no at all, and you really don't have any money coming in. That's just the big risk when it comes to freelance or entrepreneurship. But with freelance, if you make the right connections, do the right type of networking, you could get up to those higher levels. And some of them include, I'll take No Cap Visions for example. He does a lot of professional work for a lot of NFL athletes, and networking and getting up to that level, that's definitely one way in freelance that you can make a really good living, is networking and working with those professional athletes that have that budget to pay you consistently. And also another way that you can do it is my boy Grant. He does freelance as well, and he has build and grind his way up. He does a lot of work with agencies like CAA or other big brands like March Madness and F1 and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of different ways you can do it as a freelancer on your own. But another way you can do it is that you can either start your own media agency or join someone's media agency. When it comes to working with those big brands, they take you a little bit more seriously because it's a group of you guys, so it's a whole team. Like, working for a school, how a team covers a school. Having a media agency where you have a team, you get to, be a part of those big brand shoots, like working with Nike or working with these big agencies like Athletes First and CAA. Just take Goat Farm Media, for example. They do a lot of work through Athletes First as an agency with multiple shooters and, the whole nine. So there's a lot of different ways in the freelance and the entrepreneurship path that you can take to make a full-time living off of sports videography. But just comment down below what you guys want to see, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.